EP2. Ah.
I screamed and fell backward onto the floor. I'm studying medicine. These are human eyeballs. They looked as if they had just been plucked from someone's eye sockets. The round orbs were filled with bloodshot veins and pale, ghastly mucosal tissue. Gasping for breath, I instinctively looked up and shouted, "Who left this here? Do you know murder is illegal?" Still, no one responded. My heart was pounding as I quickly dialed 911. They said someone would be here soon to take care of it. I've decided to leave this place. Carefully stepping over the plate, I slipped and fell. The floor was covered in a thin, transparent, sticky liquid, evenly spread and nearly blending in with the white tiles. This fluid resembled tree sap or the secretions of a serpentine creature. It was colorless and odorless, yet it made my skin crawl. But last night, when Ash brought me upstairs, I hadn't noticed this sticky fluid. The more I thought about it, the more terrified I became. I scrambled to run downstairs. As soon as I opened the front door, I saw 3 oddly dressed women standing side by side outside. They were all my roommates. I was stunned. "What are you doing here?" It was the height of summer, but Scarlett was wearing a heavy black coat. The coat made Scarlett look quite bulky. Holding a red handbag, she smiled at me and said, "Weren't you the one who called us here?" My face instantly fell. I checked my phone's call history. It turned out I hadn't dialed 911, I had called Scarlett instead. But I distinctly remember dialing 911 just now. This is too bizarre. Unease and panic spread through me like vines, tightly entwining my heart. I yelled, "Let's get out of here. We can't stay. We can't leave." Scarlett suddenly moved closer. Her lips were crimson as she whispered in my ear, "It's over 18 miles from the school to here, yet we arrived within 5 minutes of your call. Don't you find that strange?" How? How did you get here so quickly? I was startled and asked the question belatedly. Scarlett remained silent. With an exaggerated smile, she traced a line of words onto my palm. I got a rule note, too. A cold sweat had broken out on my back. My rule note warned me not to leave the villa. But this place was too quiet and eerie. I didn't want to stay. I just wanted to get back to the lively, bustling school. "Let's go," I shouted, desperately charging toward the door. The moment I stepped outside, my entire body seemed to plunge into a mass of transparent, sticky fluid. The liquid overwhelmed my senses, clogging my nostrils and threatening to suffocate me at any moment. A fierce will to survive forced me to retreat. Gasping for air, I wiped my face hard with my hands, only to find my fingers smeared again with thick, stubborn mucus. "I told you, we can't leave." Scarlett entered the villa with a blank expression, sat down on the leather sofa, and turned on the TV. After hitting the mute button on the remote, she turned to look at me, her voice low and unsettling. "You know, staying here and getting $14,000 every month isn't so bad, is it?" I ignored her. I grabbed the hands of my other 2 roommates and asked anxiously, "How did you get here? Can you leave this place?"
Us.
As soon as my roommates Mona and Luna arrived, they immediately pulled out their phones and began taking endless selfies with the villa. After finishing, Mona adjusted her 2 braids while adjusting the beauty filter on her phone screen. "Scarlett drove us here," she said. "Mia, Ash was an orphan. When he passed away, he left a will stating that all of his inheritance should go to you." Luna's left hand was severed by a machine during a summer job at a factory. Now, she patted my shoulder with her good right hand, her face lighting up with excitement. From now on, you're a wealthy woman. A wealthy woman? Those words filled me with nothing but dread. Ash left me an inheritance, but he also bound me with chains. I can't leave this villa. With tears in my eyes, I asked, "Could you two please leave?" Mona looked at me, bewildered. "What's wrong with living in a beach house? Why would you want to leave? Are you leaving or not?" My emotions began to spiral out of control as I pushed Mona forcefully. She stumbled out the door. But there was no trace of pain on her face, only that same dazed, bewildered expression. Exhausted, I collapsed onto the floor. In that moment, I understood completely. Ash had established a set of rules for me. As long as I didn't eat human eyes, wear fur, sleep under blood-stained sheets, or leave the villa, I would own all this wealth. But now, more than money, I wanted freedom. Suddenly, the note's instructions flashed through my mind. It says, "If you run into any issues, let your roommates know. They'll be happy to help." I need your help with something. I got up from the floor and said to Mona and Luna, "If you help me get out of here, I'll give you $14,000. That's simple. Mona suddenly glanced at Scarlett, then leaned in close to me and whispered, "Just kill Scarlett, and you can leave."